Hello and welcome to the best darn show on the best darn internet in the best darn town and the best darn place. It's the Working Perspectives podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle, he's Bern Pocketsy, and he's Liam Reese. What we're going to do, we're going to bring you the bare bones of a news story, and we're going to ask you to guess some certain things that we have specifically left out, and then you're going to try and work together to see if you can guess what it is. It's the best damn show on the internet, and everybody loves it. It's the best game show going. Super excited to get this week started. Are you fellas ready?
I'm born ready, sir.
Let's
Fantastic.
fucking go,
Rizak.
Maddie.
All right, LFG it
Kizak
is.
out.
Yep. All right. Well, your boy Old Uncle Matty's kicking it off this week. Here we go. So, what I got for Guess the News number one. Can you tell me the gender, the age, and the profession of which celebrity said that Jeffrey Epstein was charming, personable, and couldn't have been nicer at dinners? So there's a celebrity out there. I need the gender, I need the age, the profession. I mean, if you guess the person, that'll tell us. But tell me who was that said Jeffrey Epstein. You know him, you love him. That he was charming, personable, and couldn't have been nicer at dinners. Take it away.
Oh, Liam, this feels like a setup because my
It
instinct
does feel like a setup.
because my instinct is dude, like older dude. Because
Yeah.
I don't think if it was a younger chick, they would probably have, based on just some of the things I read, would have a
I
glowing.
I don't know if he
representation of
has
Epstein.
any female friends that haven't been paid ahead of time. You know what I mean? I'm not
Correct.
sure. So it's gonna be male.
I think male. Maddie's been so sneaky with us. He's been so tricky.
Yeah.
He's been the trickiest of the three of us.
I say it has to be
tricky,
old head
huh?
male though. I mean, I know who I think it is in my head, but it's going to make people are going to be crying the blues in the comment if I give my guess. You know what I mean?
There's an obvious guess here,
Yeah.
right? That we can be like male 70s president of the United States. But like I feel like Maddie is gonna be a little. He's craftier than that.
Bill Clinton used to hang out with him too, right? So,
That being said, I think it's dude. Can we agree on dude?
has to be old head dude.
It's gotta be a dude, right? And it's gotta be a dude. Probably like.
Oh, the guy, the genius in the chair that speaks like a robot.
Hawking.
That's my guess. Stephen Hawking. Yes.
So
that's my guess.
Genius in the chair.
Let me give you a little. Here's the thing, though. Is this maybe a setup of like there's one younger-ish chick out there who like is really behind the movement, whatever that movement may or may not be, who was like going to throw her hat into the ring? Like, is there like a really like just listen? We don't do a lot of politics on this show, but it's going to be hard to not get into it on this one, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the general idea that there's a bunch of old white dudes, Democrat, Republican, whatever, but like powerful people who were probably on Sex Island at some point. Is this like a weird, like younger conservative chick who's just like, well, actually, I had dinner with. Is she the only one banging this drum on like the young
dude?
female
It's hard
side?
because everyone hates on him. It'd be so hard to find that quote unless it's like ahead of time, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Maddie, can we ask you, when is this quote from?
yeah.
Recently.
It's a recent quote.
Recent quote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That that makes me think of.
So it has to be a dude then.
I don't know.
Recently?
That makes me think chick. That makes me think somebody who's like trying to shoot the other side, like the contrarian side of it.
Yeah.
You know, like actually, well, I once had dinner with him and he was nothing but a lovely man.
That's so crazy that anybody would say this for any reason.
That's the thing. How could anybody involved or not involved be like, well, I thought he was a lovely man? Because the whole
This will be
country.
good for my PR if I say I was,
But
cool with this dude.
what's PR now, man? PR is just pandering to whatever base
Yeah,
you
you're
have.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's no longer like it doesn't matter if as long as your people or whatever you're monetizing or your podcast or your fucking blog, like I don't know. This feels sneaky chick to me. This feels like
All right, you can take chick. Then we'll just take opposite ends of the spectrum because I feel
yeah.
like that birds of a feather, bro, flock together.
Listen,
Old head dude, scumbag. You know what I mean? That's
I'm
politicians
going.
all pretty much fit that mold.
So you're going
Big
older
demo there,
dude.
Liam. Big demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, you're going older dude. I kind of feel like younger-ish chick. I think this is someone trying to grab some level of clout by taking the opposite opinion, like that most people hold.
Huh.
I don't know. Like, because what older white dude who may or may not be on this list that
Someone
does
with
or
enough
does not
money to not care
to not
about
care?
anything and be like, I can say what I want. What are you gonna do?
Listen, you're right. It could be Zuckerberg, right? If Zuckerberg did
Yeah.
it, like, no, who
Yeah.
cares? No big deal.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Like, Zuckerberg is like, yeah, I had dinner with him. It was great.
Yeah, it'd be like, do your worst. I like own the internet, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like the other way. I feel like this is someone who is throwing their hat into this ring for clout, like
That person's a
for clippings,
maniac then.
for views. Right.
Oh
So
yeah, for views, yeah,
for
everybody.
views, for clout,
People.
for
Yeah.
for whatever, like because obviously, like, I don't know if we have to think too of like where did this quote appear? Like, was it in an interview in a newspaper or was it somebody putting it out on their website? You know what I mean? Like, because if it's an interview in a newspaper, then old white guy is going to be like, I don't know. I mean, I may or may not. I had dinner with him once. It was lovely. Nothing was weird about it. I'm really feeling younger, like younger-ish, not young, like when I say younger, I mean like 30s, 40s, chick. That's kind
All
of where
right. You guys
I'm
got an
living.
answer?
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna
I think
split.
we're split on this one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go
Okay. Do you
old
have
head
like,
politician.
but you're going to go, do you have like a name? Because it's someone you both know.
Someone we know.
Yes, you
Mm,
1000% know this person. And I'll go as far to say is that they've been talked about on the show before. And I'll tell you this several times.
Hunter
this is an
Biden.
act.
I say Hunter Biden then. That's my guess.
You think
Hunter
Hunter Biden?
Beasy. Hunter Beasy's my guess, 100%. Because he don't give a fuck. So it's
Yeah,
Hunter
he
Biden
does.
all day.
So you're going, dude, 40 plus.
Yeah.
What's his job? One of the questions is job.
I guess he's an
What's Hunter Biden's
entrepreneur.
job? Just a
Biden.
Dick Slayer? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just a
He's a cox. Well, technically he's a porn star,
just a
right?
Yeah.
cracked up coxman.
He's a coxman. Good for
I'm
him,
gonna,
though.
He's
I'm
a
gonna rip
pipe hitting
coxman.
coxman, dude.
All right, Vernon, you.
All right, shit. Somebody we've talked about a lot on this show really threw me. That really threw me. Do we talk about him on this show, on the Guess the News show, or do we talk about him a lot on, or them a lot on like?
Well, Burn, them, it's a them.
Yeah.
We've talked about them over the course of, almost 500 episodes. I mean, we probably talked about them a handful of times.
Have we talked about them on the show that you, me, and Liam have been on for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 months, whenever we started
They could have. We
the
could
Marvel
have.
run?
We could have, because it wasn't too long ago that we did.
So I'm thinking like now I'm thinking like actor, you know what I mean? Like it's somebody who, I don't know. My original guess was going to be like Candace Owens, like somebody who
Who
was
is
just
Candace
like,
Owens?
she's just like a younger black
Because
female.
she's been pushing for them to
Like,
put it
yeah,
out.
put
For,
All
it
right, Bern,
out.
we gotta
Yeah.
make a guess. What do you got, Daddy?
all right.
I'm cooked here.
You might be overthinking it.
I might be overthinking it. Chris Pratt. My guess is Chris Pratt.
Okay, so you're going male,
Wow.
40s, and
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah, you fucking mind pretzel me again. Yeah, males 40 actor Chris Pratt.
Bern, I'm gonna tell you this. I was so happy to hear this. Do you want to know why, Bern? You want to know
Why is
why?
that?
Because I fucking hate this person. I wish I would have told you. Because then
Woody
now that you know,
Allen?
Woody fucking Allen,
God
you son of a
damn it!
bitch.
God
Wow.
damn it! God
Woody fucking
damn it!
Allen.
Wow.
Couldn't have been
God
a bigger
damn it!
fucking
Well,
cunt.
that figures because he's a creep. Didn't he like marry his
He married his
He's a
stepdaughter?
fucking
stepdaughter.
creep.
Yeah,
He
no,
married
this,
his
Yeah.
niece.
So
That's
that
right.
tracks, dude.
oh
100%.
man,
Of course
So-
he thinks he's a
Man.
nice guy. I was right,
Yeah.
dude. Birds of a feather, bro. That's why
Yeah.
he's like,
You
oh
nailed
yeah,
it.
we're great,
You
man.
nailed
Me
it.
and him, we're buddies. He was totally cool.
I mean, if I wasn't justified by hating him before, I mean, I fucking hate him.
No, you're
But
justified in hating
it's one
him,
of
for
those
sure.
things where, do you
For
ever have that
sure.
thing where you look at a
God
guy
damn it! How did
and
I
you
not
just hate
sniff
him?
Woody Allen out of Maddie Lavelle? God damn
Yeah.
it! You hate Woody Allen so much.
Honestly, I almost felt bad telling you the story because I was like, I think they're going to know it's Woody Allen right away just because I hate him so much. But if I would have told you, Bern, if I would have said we talked about him several times and I do not like this person,
I would have
you would
guessed
have
Woody Allen
you would have
immediately.
been Woody Allen
Woody
off the
Allen would
jump.
have been my number one guess.
Yeah.
God.
Well,
Oh,
here's the spill. Okay. So, in an interview with The Times, Woody Allen, age 89, revealed that he and his wife, Soon Yi, were frequent dinner guests at Jeffrey Epstein's home after being introduced by a publicist. Woody
course
Allen
they were.
described Epstein as charming and personable and mentioned meeting various celebrities and illustrious people, including Prince Andrew and magician David Blaine. Allen and Soon Yi attended their first dinner in December 2010, shortly after Epstein had served a prison sentence for soliciting an underage girl.
Gee.
yeah.
What?
Yep.
According to Woody Allen, Epstein claimed that he had been falsely put in jail and was making amends by being philanthropic. Soon Yi reportedly found Prince Andrew to be a dullard. I don't know why they put that. But Woody Allen stated that he never saw Epstein with an underage girls during their interactions. So Woody Allen's a piece of shit,
Woody Allen.
and that proves it. I hate him, and I'm okay. I've always hated him though. Do I not know how to
You,
hate?
Maddie, when you hate, like when you make it to Maddie's list of people he hates, you don't ever make it off. And Woody Allen might be named number one
You know
on
who's
that
getting
list.
up there though?
Who's that?
There's a guy that's creeping up that hate list. That no reason for hate. I just don't like him. Tim Meadows, and you fucking know it. You son of a
You-
bitch.
You're out of line. You're out of line. You're out of line. You continue to be out of line. Take your Woody Allen victory, cram it in your cram hole, and leave Tim Meadows out of this. Okay?
All right. Okay. So here we go. Who's second?
That's me.
All
We're
right,
up.
Benoit. Take it away, Daddy.
We're up. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls from all around the world. My story is about an anesthesiologist who left a patient on the table to go and have sexual intercourse with a nurse. A little background. I'm going to be asking about yes, please, the age, the country, and my bonus question will be how long was this doctor gone? I.e., how long did it take this doctor to return back to the room? I will say this doctor had previously operated in the country that we will be guessing, had moved back to Pakistan and lived there for 2 years, was petitioning to get back into the country in question to renew their medical license. And when this whole story came out, as reported by another medical professional who walked in on them having sex with said nurse. The medical professional was kind of like, yeah, my bad. One mistake in a lot of years. Shouldn't have done it, but did. Left a patient in surgery on the operating table as the anesthesiologist to go have sex with a
I
nurse
would. I
at the
would.
hospital. Uh, yes, please. Age, country. Not this is an international story. And how long was the doctor gone?
For those that are just listening to us, I will let you know when Byrne is asking for the yes, please. He's asking for the sex of this individual.
That is correct.
But he
That is
can't
correct.
say that.
Okay.
He can't say that because every
Can't,
time I'd say yes.
I can't say. You go right to
Being
yes, please.
stupid. Burn Lishmoosh. Can we just say? I mean, it's a dude, right? Like, there's
Yeah,
no the yes
yeah.
please is a dude. You
And
know?
banging a nurse, so you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I would
Chances are
love
the
to know
nurse is
what his
female.
excuse was. Do you know what type of surgery it was, Burn?
Gallbladder surgery.
Okay, I would
Gallbladder.
love his excuse to the surgeon to be like, "Hey, dude, I had some bad Pakistani food last night, and this chimichurri is just running through me. I gotta hit the head, you know." And then little known, he's going out and he's slapping cheeks. You know what I mean? You know, nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's the dream of dreams, but also
Yeah.
like, what kind of nurse is this? Also, is he gay? Because in Pakistan, I
Oh.
think gay people get stoned, right? So is it a merce? Is it male on male merce we're doing here? You know? Because honestly,
Merson?
I don't think a nurse, I don't know how many female nurses would pull a
Mm.
Pakistani anesthesiologist out of a surgery to get a little poon poon, you know?
Now, this happened in the country that this person lived in most of their life. They did return to Pakistan for a year or two, and this
Uh huh.
was upon trying to return to their previous country. They had to renew their license, and there was a complaint.
Is
So
this
this
an
came.
international story,
This is
Bern?
an international story. This is not the
Okay.
United States of America.
Can I say
And
this, Liam? My first
Yeah.
thought for country is UK.
UK.
Yeah,
Okay. I
because
was
I know
I was
don't a
leaning
lot of
towards
Pakistan.
Australia. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
Australians are they
Yeah,
party hard, bro.
yeah.
Australians
Also,
know how to party. They're ready to go down,
I
throw
just
down at the drop of a hat.
can I tell you the reason that I'm thinking UK
Mm-hmm.
is the movie Green Street Hooligans. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when
mhm.
Bubber goes to the restaurant in Millwall and then Tommy at ya, comes into the restaurant, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then the one girl who's at the table won't stop laughing, and then Tommy Atcher just like smacks up her dude, and she's like screaming, and he's going nuts, and it's like a crazy scene. And then Bubber grabs a knife, and stabs him, right? The one
Mm-hmm.
big dude that he's with, he says the Packy has called the old Bill, mate. We got fuck off sharpish. And by Paki, he meant Pakistani. And for that reason, I think it's in the UK because I'm relating Pakistan to the UK.
Okay. All right. So
No
you
real
say
logic. No real logic.
yeah, fair enough. Hey, I'm only going to Australia strictly because I associate banging with partying and they party
Oh,
hard. So I don't
and it's
really have
so
a lot of
hot, dude.
sound logic anyway. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I have to think per capita, it's the hottest country in the world, right? Australia?
Yeah. And
Like, hottest people.
chicks do seem to dig like Australian dudes. So I think like all around they're
I mean, think of the
beautiful people,
Australian
you
chicks. Look
know?
at Margot Robbie,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, she's top of the tops. Look at Arabella Del Busso. We're still getting it.
Yeah.
Look at Sue Matthews, Miss Metal. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on.
Huh?
All
Come
hot.
on.
Yep.
Hottest of the hot.
Fucking rockets, daddy. Rockets
All
to the
right.
moon.
So yeah, so I'll stay on Australia. You do UK. Clearly a male.
Dude,
Um,
thousand. I would love his. What is it? Yeah, I would love to know
Yeah.
if they gave the excuse.
clearly a male. I say 30 to 40, like established. You know what I mean?
I would say, well, like if he's went through anesthesiology school, it's not as long as like a doctor medical school, right?
Mhm.
Like to be an
I have no idea.
anesthesiologist, it doesn't
I
take
honestly
as
I
long.
have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But either way, he's probably like around 30-ish, right? Because
Yeah.
here's the other
Yeah, that's
thing
what I
too.
say too.
In Australia or the UK, do they have the thing like they have here where you can become a citizen by marriage?
Mhm. I don't know,
I
probably.
think,
I
oh, I
would
think
think so.
most first world countries do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he's got some English chick there that she's not too great, right? You know, but she's willing to tie the knot and get
And
him
he's
a
got
little
to keep her happy,
citizenship.
you know. If she
He's got to
wants
keep her
pipe,
happy.
he's got to pipe her
She
down
wants
when
that
she says.
Pakistani strudel.
Yeah.
She's got to get that Pakistani
Yup.
strudel, daddy.
Yup.
You know, she wants that kebab. She's getting the kebab. You
All right.
know,
30 male,
30s. Yeah,
Australia.
30s
And
male. I'm
time
gonna go
wise,
UK.
I'll say he was gone for 25 minutes.
No, dude, I'll tell you this, right? Like, I mean, I don't know how long the gallbladder surgery is, but
Yeah.
I remember when my wife had the baby, like, we're there with the anesthesiologist, and the anesthesiologist is like pretty cool. They're like taking pictures and stuff. Like, it's part like they're keeping an eye on stuff, but they're not like, they're kind
Mhm.
of like set it and forget it and kind of check it and whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, right? Like, this has to. I don't know. I mean, I would say 5 minutes. No, honestly, I
Five
still think
minutes?
like
Okay.
that's too long. I want to say 2 minutes,
2 minutes, huh?
dude. They're constant like there's shit constantly happening in the
Yeah,
OR,
I
and
guess you're
like
right.
there's tanks going on. I don't know. Half hour just seems like. I mean,
Oh, I just thought because it
uh,
would be ridiculous for somebody to walk away from a thing for that long. That would make the
also
story notable.
also too like they have to leave. They have to get out of like because it's a sterilized environment,
Who said they
right?
did? Who said they're following rules? They're stepping out to bang. They don't give a shit about a rule. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man. Well, I'd hope they kept it. I mean, for that gallbladder's sake, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they didn't do that, then it's definitely Australia because they
It's
don't
the
they don't fuck. They live
first
clean.
recorded gallbladder with the clap.
The gallbladder got gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does gallbladder get syphilis?
All right, so we're saying male, 100%,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
No
For
doubt.
bonus, did they tell you the yes please of the nurse, Burn?
They did not because since it's still an ongoing trial, the nurse is
Oh
being
gosh.
referred to as Nurse C.
Oh.
Ooh. All right. Well, fingers crossed it's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
But so male for the guy. I'm thinking male for the nurse just to have a little fun, you
Uh-huh.
know. Then we're
We
going
won't
30s.
we won't know that. The nurse
Okay.
the yes please of the nurse has
Yeah.
not
Fair enough.
been
Well, then I
disclosed.
can always pretend in my mind. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. I'm fantasizing it my way. But
Mm-hmm.
all right. So male for the yes, please. 30s for the age. I'm doing UK. You're doing Australia. Down under. We know he's Pakistani, obviously. And then I'm saying 2 minutes. You're saying how long away?
I thought he was away for a while, and that's why it was such a story. So I said
Okay.
25 minutes.
All right. There you go.
All right.
Benoit, what do you got, Daddy?
All right, we got 25 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the UK Medical Tribunal has heard that Dr. Sunail Anjum, a 44-year-old male anesthetist, left a patient under anesthesia during gallbladder surgery to engage in sexual activity with a nurse in another operating theater. This took place in the United Kingdom. This is
Oh, good one.
Manchester. Manchester. So you guys, Maddie hit United Kingdom. You
Mm-hmm.
both hit the dude. You both missed the
Yeah.
age.
We
He's a
said
little bit
30s.
older, 44.
Yeah.
He was away from the operating table. Now, keep in mind, a gallbladder surgery is a fairly non-invasive surgery, mostly done with lasers. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like a crazy, we got to go in, open you up, rip a bunch of your guts out. When he reapplied for his medical license, he found there was a complaint on his record by the nurse who walked in on him banging another nurse. He had to answer for it. He said he needed a quote unquote comfort break in order to focus on his task at hand. His need for this comfort break was based on the fact that his sexual activity with his wife had been severely declining based on the birth of their daughter, who was born 1 month premature.
So he's married?
What
Oh,
asshole.
yeah.
He's blaming his wife for all of it.
I mean,
Dr. Anjum was away from the table for 8 minutes.
oh,
marathon
8
man.
minutes.
All right.
man.
He
Good
was
for him. Yeah, world record holder, this guy.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. It does not say whether or not he de-scrubbed and then re-scrubbed before he walked into the room. We can only guess about the time of intercourse. Like, it could have been 3, by the time he gets out of all of his shit and then does the deed and then puts the shit back on. That I don't know. But he was away from the operating table for 8 minutes.
Can I say this?
To say, the United Kingdom did not renew his medical license.
I guess he has to go down under again.
So he will, if he wants to continue doing anesthesia, he will have to do that in Pakistan, which from what I hear, they could probably use him.
Which actually it's encouraged in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So he can renew.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
but
married.
My favorite part of that story
sucks.
was comfort break.
Yeah.
He needed a comfort break.
That was cool.
Now, I was having a conversation with my youngest brother about that, and he was like, honestly, if there's someone who needs to, like, watch my life, make sure it works, and if he can go out and
bust
fuck,
one, daddy.
If you go out and fuck in 8 minutes and get back, I'm kind of okay with that.
His mind's going to be clear. Like, you know what I mean? He's not going to be distracted
laser
after
focused.
that.
Not going to be distracted.
Focused. He's going to be locked in after that.
Every Baba Ganoush in every city in the like.
Because as the anesthesiologist, he gives the anesthesia, he monitors it, but he's probably just sitting there playing Sudoku on his phone, for most of the operation. So he was like, you know what? Let me just go get this comfort break.
Yeah. I mean, also, like, if he goes to the nurse, be like, hey, I'm having a rough one today. I really need help focusing. Can you just, milk this stem real quick? And she's, as nurses do, they love helping people.
Well, sure.
They love helping people. Can I just say this? Personal preference. I just want to say, right, that, like, I know, like, Halloween's coming up and they have, like, the slutty nurse outfit, which it's fine. And I got no problem with it. But for
You're
me,
a Scrubs guy. You're a Scrubs guy.
Those Scrubs
I know you are.
Yeah, they do it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, some nurses can wear the shit out of some scrubs, dude.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, well, that does it for Benoit Payut Kisse. We're going to move on to our third and final story. It's the one and only Liam Rassize Harris. Go ahead, Lishmoosh.
All right, guys, we're going to do Guess the News. And tonight, you're going to guess. You can guess the sex. All right.
Yes,
but
please.
It's not as important. But what I really need you to guess is the reason this person jumped overboard and what was found when they picked this person up. Okay, ready?
Okay.
A cruise passenger is facing federal charges after jumping overboard off of his cruise ship. This person was arrested for jumping off the Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Sea, according to a complaint filed by Homeland Security. The overboard passenger was fished out of the water by passersby on the jet skis as it was docking in Puerto Rico. Okay? And I'm going to give you guys a hint. Okay? This person jumped off of a cruise ship. Cruise ships are fun. Why would you want to escape? This was not because of drugs. Drugs were in no way involved in this person's decision to jump off the boat. And it wasn't like a self-harm thing either. Okay? And go.
Man, Burn, I'm telling you right away, 2 things came to mind. First thing that came to my mind, bomb. Person got a bomb.
Well, you know what, Maddie? If it's not drugs and it's not self-harm, it's something they definitely were not allowed to have on that ship. and
Yeah.
something that like had
Maybe
they
it's
been
booze. You're
caught,
not allowed to have booze.
have they been? I don't think you. I mean, listen, I used to love me a cocktail here or there.
Oof.
I don't know
You
if
and me
I'm
both,
jumping off
Daddy.
these Caribbean cruise ships. They're big, man. That's a big
Yeah.
jump. You're not jumping off a dinghy. Like you're going into the water to try to protect something. So they had something that was like really, really not allowed. And not drugs is that's tough because I was really, I
Because
mean,
that's exactly where your
right?
mind would go
Would
in
go
this
like
kind of story.
Right.
let me get my
100%.
shit, get off this boat, jump in the water, leave it in the water, come back and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What
Do
do
you
you
think?
mean crystal meth? Never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Do you think that they had lit themselves on fire and then just jumped off, or maybe they were running from like someone asked them to propose, or I don't know.
Ooh, is this like an engagement ring? Does somebody like go on a vacation with like a so-so boyfriend and then they whip out a ring
And they're
and they're
like,
like,
"See ya."
no, bro. Yeah, not for
They're
me.
like, "How
I
about
thought,
no, you crazy Dutch bastard?"
yeah, I thought we were just gonna bang Long Island's and watch the
Smooch.
shows. Huh.
Never been
Uh,
on a cruise ship. Have you?
same. I have not. Neither have I.
I'm not.
No.
No, no, like no one. I'm awful with tight spaces. I'm really bad with them. Really got the claustrophobia bug bad. So these ship things, it's just like a fucking nightmare, dude. Remember when Rob Carlton? Remember when we used to work with him? He was on a
Yeah.
submarine,
Yeah, he was a
right?
navigator on a nuclear sub.
Yeah. Yeah, he would tell me stories about that, bro, and I'd have to tell him to stop. They're like, dude, what the? How can you sleep in a metal coffin? You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah,
seriously.
I
you're
couldn't
actually
do it,
like,
dude.
yeah,
And he
making
was
me
like
feel
six
weird.
two. Wasn't like he was a little
No, he
guy.
was a big dude. He was a big
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
That's
They
scary.
barely let him on the ship because of his
yeah,
height.
yeah.
But yeah,
Love Rob though. Great guy.
Rob was the man, and I'm sure still is the man. Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
cartographer on a crazy. How about remember this crazy story about Rob? His he did what everyone in the Navy does. He got married like at like
yeah,
21,
yeah,
and then he was on assignment, and his wife filed a PFA against him and took all of his things.
yeah.
And he had to go like way up high on the Navy brass because he was like, I wasn't there. And they were like, well, where were you? And he was like, I'm not allowed to tell you. I was
Yeah,
not in Nashville that
yeah.
weekend. And they were like, well, where were you? And he was like, I'm forbidden by the government to actually tell you where I was
I was on
because
a vessel
I was
in the
on a
ocean.
Yeah.
vessel in the ocean. I was a cartographer on a nuclear sub, but he had to go through a ton of shit. And by the time it was all said and done, he was like, yeah, I mean, my record was cleared, but she still took all my guitars.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Like,
boo.
Yeah. He also, Liam, he's one of those guys that we went to school with him at North Penn, right?
Hmm.
And I saw him, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen you before in my life.
Oh
You know?
wow.
Even though he was a grade below us at North Penn. That's
Hmm.
how,
Yeah, well, that's
right?
such a massive school that
Right.
sometimes
That's
you
what,
run
but
into
like,
people and you're like,
yeah. How many times has that happened to you where we went to school with this person? I was like, I don't think I've ever met you
so
before,
many.
dude.
They're like, yeah,
yeah,
this
Yeah.
person graduated blah 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 in 2005. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. You
Not a
know?
clue. I didn't even know half the people. Like I've met some Indian people too, like later in life, and I'm like, we were in the same
Mm,
class together. Fucking
yeah.
buddy, I don't even know. There's so many
Yep.
people. Yeah.
Yep.
Bern, we probably went to school in our
oh,
one grade. I know we're getting off topic. Me and Liam went to school with more people in our one grade than you did in your probably entire school career.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
I graduated from Bishop O'Reilly High School in 2000 with 115 other kids my
Yeah.
year.
We had
So
1,200
you
something in our
figure
graduating class.
sub 500 in the whole school,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, we
We're
probably
right
had like a
around
thousand or
there.
whatever in
Yeah,
Yeah.
one graduating
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
So
All right,
either
Maddie.
way,
All
I
right, so
mean,
we need the yes, please. We need the
yeah,
reason this person jumped off, and we need
What they were found
what
with.
they were found with.
Is this like someone
Ooh.
seeking buried treasure, Burn?
I mean, did they have a map, right? Were they just playing? Was this a National Treasure 4 scenario where they were just waiting till we
Yeah.
got over the right part
National
of the
Treasure
ocean
4 scenario. Nice.
Yeah.
to be like, here's where Blackbeard's
Maybe
gold is
it's a
buried?
like a free the whales type of thing. You know? Maybe they saw some orkies or something. I don't know. If you saw some orcas, you're not jumping in the water with
Wait,
them.
what if?
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on. Though. Stay with that. What if this is someone who's like an environmentalist? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
we don't bother those
Yeah.
dolphins. We don't bother those
No.
whales. We don't do that.
No.
Was there
Uh-uh.
a sick fish out in the sea?
Yeah, fish are
Did
people too. One of
fish
those
are?
types. Yeah.
Did they
One of
see
those twats.
like this whale needs help, and it's like, idiot, you couldn't help them if you had all the resources in the world. What'd you pack in your Carnival cruise bag? Maddie and Liam, this is insane.
Mhm.
I have never had less of a grasp on
Seriously, not
any
even
of the
close.
questions
Same.
that have been asked. Um, I
Man.
mean,
I
so all
mean,
right, so
I'm gonna go.
let's go.
The
Yes,
yes,
please.
please is male.
Right, and when we're only doing that to be like,
Because
who's
it's
more
just
likely to jump
statistically,
off a
yeah.
ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be a dude. But I don't have a narrative here. I don't have a story that I've been able
I
to
know.
work out from
I'm
this.
like dying here.
The
I
narrative
mean,
is
maybe
insane. It's pretty.
So
I'm thinking it's an environmentalist. That's my thing. It's a
that's
male
not.
environmentalist.
So we think they're maybe jumping off to like help something.
Yeah, there's
Or
like
wait,
they're like protesting.
Liam did say this person was rescued by like jet skiers who were like
But
coming
then
back
Homeland
in.
Security
Yeah.
had to come in
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, dude." Maybe, dude. How about this? Here's a thought, Burn. Here's a thought. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay.
Dude, I'm
Okay.
all ears because I have no fucking idea.
It's a cruise, right? The
Mm-hmm.
cruise goes to Jamaica, right? The Jamaican, you crazy. They go to Jamaica. There's a couple of cubies there. A couple of cubies jump on the ship, right? They're about to head back to Miami. And the
Oh,
cubies
Maddie,
jump ship to try and
to
get into the
avoid
U.S. Elian Gonzalez, your boy did it. Your
to
boy did
avoid
it.
to
Your boy did
avoid
it.
being deported. Honestly, Matt, that's the best. Like that's the best thing I can possibly think of. Let's go, dude. All right, we're going,
Dude,
dude.
dude,
Um,
yeah, buddy.
the reason they jumped off the ship was to avoid detection of illegal citizenry,
Or a
right?
treasure.
I
Or a
think
treasure.
the or treasure, but I mean, I think the first one makes more sense. But that then
Does it?
creates an
Does
even
it?
crazier question about what was found on the person. Like,
Yeah. They
Yep.
were
uh,
found with a baby.
Blackbeard's gold. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. What
They
was
were
the answer
found
to
with a
this?
little chalupa named Guadalajara.
Wait, hold on,
Were they found with a baby?
hold on here. Were they
It was
found with
no
a
burn.
baby?
I'm switching up. My mind's racing now. It's a pregnant lady. She snuck
Giving
on
birth.
to
She jumped into the
giving
water to
birth.
give
She
birth,
jumped
and she was
off,
found with a
giving
baby.
birth,
Let's go. Let's
giving
go.
birth,
Let's go.
giving birth. She
Let's
had the
go.
baby and it was U.S. waters. She popped this little salmon out.
She
Now she
wanted to
got
get
an
this baby
American
out
kid.
in U.S.
Elian
waters.
Gonzalez rides
Found the
again.
baby, Maddie. Honestly, we're not going to come up with anything better than that for this story. That's as
Amen
good
to
as it
that.
gets. I will stamp it male.
I'm
Well,
saying
no, I guess
female.
we gotta go female now.
Female.
Female.
Giving birth.
She was pregnant. She jumped off the
Yep.
ship and she was giving birth, and she was
Yep.
found with a child. Let's go.
Because she
This
wanted
is
them to be a U.S. citizen. This is America, Daddy. Greatest country in the world. Lashmushma. Hit me with it, Daddy-O.
All right, guys. Here we go. J. Xander Omar Gonzalez Diaz had nearly $15,000 in cash on him when jet skiers picked him up, federal prosecutors say. Now, the question you're asking is, why did he jump off? Well, the complaint states that Gonzalez left the ship allegedly owing Royal Caribbean $16,710.24 in debts that were incurred almost exclusively associated with the casino and gaming that were on that ship.
Fuck.
So this guy got on. This dude, our boy Jay here, got on, gambled like a mofo. He must have hit on one game, kept the 15K, lost 16 somewhere else, and he's like, I ain't giving it back. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not giving this up. So it's also a federal crime to not declare over $10,000.
Correct.
So he jumped off so he wouldn't have to declare the 15K. But the 16K was already tied to his name.
Yeah,
so for anyone keeping score at home, for anyone keeping score at home, he owed 16 and had 15. So he really could have got off with only owing 1,000 getting off the
that's
cruise.
Still a lot. But he probably would have been like doubled down.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
Red.
You want to talk about, I mean, 'tis the season. It's football season. People are gambling and everything.
God,
I just thought this story was hilarious because he owed 16 and had 15, and he was like, no way, dude, I ain't paying it. And instead jumped off of a cruise ship, which is not that easy to do.
No,
they're not designed in a way where it's easy to jump off the side.
No, they really, for their business, want to prevent. When you said it wasn't self-harm or drugs, I was like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's two reasons
but we should have burned.
We
should have thought, like, not self-harm, not drugs. It's got to be gambling. You know, like, we should have gone down that road.
Yeah. I know.
I loved our story, though.
I was very creative. I liked
our story was good. Our story was good.
It
wasn't the right one, but
God, that was a good one though, Liam. I mean, I loved. I mean, we were way off, but still, it was great. And I
love hit a fucking thing on that. We didn't hit a fucking thing on that story.
Yeah, but that was a tough one. So you want to know the truth? You guys like always kind of like nail mine every week. So I was like, all right, we're gonna shake it up a little bit.
Really weird,
and now it looks like I need to find somewhere in the middle of that. Like, instead of you guys nailing mine every time, and then something as absurd as this, I need to find somewhere in the middle.
I really thought you guys were gonna nail mine this week, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know what I love though is that we have one of our commenters playing along, and it's none other than Miss Metal Sue Matthews, aka Alloy1100.
Goddamn,
playing along, and I love every second of it. But that does it for tonight, gang. She is the best. Does it for tonight. There's another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's Brent Poxy. He's Liam Reese. And in case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you this incredible content. We love you guys so much. Make sure you play along in the comments. Thanks again. Catch you next time. Thanks. See ya.